So students, today we have to start the new chapter, microorganisms, friend or and foe. Okay, it means microorganisms, they are our friend also and foe also. How we can understand by learning in this chapter. So you have seen several kinds of plants and animal usually. Okay, but there are some other creatures also or living being also which are not able to seen by our naked eye. Okay, so these are called microorganisms or microbes. If one example is given in your book also, that during rainy season nowadays, you can see if moist bread, okay, get exploit and its surface get covered with grayish white patches. Okay, so when you observe these patches through a magnifying glass, you will see a tiny black rounded structure. Okay, so question is, do you know what these structure are and where do these come from? So actually these are the fungus. Okay, and they are usually present in the atmosphere, and whenever they found any uh, humid condition, okay, so they will, or moist condition, they will start to grow. Okay, so nowadays these terms are very famous and you better understand them in this chapter also. So microorganisms, for this you have to do an activity. You have to collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker and add water to it. After the soil particles have settled down, observe a drop of water from the beaker under a microscope. What do you see? So you have to collect the soil. Okay, simply one moist, and when the soil particles settle down in a beaker, then you have to observe a drop of water from the beaker under microscope. You will find many microorganisms are there. So second step, take a few drops of water from a pond, spread on a glass slide and observe through a microscope. Okay, similarly this activity you have to do by taking on only water from a pond. So do you find tiny organisms moving around? Obviously, yes. So these observations show, okay, these options show that water and soil are full of tiny organisms, though not all of them fall into the category of microbes. Okay, microorganisms are found. So these microorganisms or microbes are so small in size that they cannot be seen without unaided eye. अनएडेड मीन्स आपको कुछ ऐड करना होगा, ठीक है। आप जैसे माइक्रोस्कोप देखते हैं तो उसमें क्या होता है, ग्लास होता है, ठीक है। तो इस तरह से इसको तभी लिखा गया अनएडेड आई. So some of these, such as the fungus that grows on bread, can be seen with a magnifying glass. Other cannot be seen without the help of a microscope. Okay, so fungus can be seen without a you can say that magnifying glass. Okay, when you seen them, okay, when they fully grown they can be seen with the naked eye, but others, bacteria, viruses, they are usually not seen by the our naked eye. So that is why these are called microorganisms or microbes. Micro means whenever the term comes micro, it means so small. Okay, so इसको microscope भी seen with the help of microscope, so they are known as microorganisms. Okay, organisms which are so smaller in size. So these are classified into four major groups also. These groups are bacteria, fungi, protozoa and some algae. Okay, some of these common microorganisms are shown in figure 2.1 to 2.4. So you can see in the figure 2.1, these are the bacteria. Okay, different type of shapes also found in them. And this is algae. Okay, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra are two examples of algae, and protozoa examples are amoeba, paramecium. Okay, in high classes you will be read about them in very much detail. Bread mold, penicillium, aspergillus, these all are the fungi. Next thing is viruses. These are also microorganisms but are different from other microorganisms. Okay, so that's why a question also always comes in your mind when you read there are only four groups: bacteria, fungi and protozoa, algae. Why these are not included in microorganisms separately? Because this shows some different characteristics. Okay, so that's why they place in a separate category. So they however reproduce only inside the cells of the host organism, which may be a bacterium, plant or animal. Okay, some of the viruses are shown in figure 2.5 also. So you can see in figure 2.5, these are the viruses. Okay, actually they are the interlink between the living and non-living organism. Okay, they can be crystallized as a non-living organism, and they replicate or reproduce only inside the living organism. Okay, so that's why they are as a connecting link between living and non-living organism. Okay, so these are the viruses. These are mainly bacteriophage virus. Okay, which kills the bacteria. You will read about them in detail just now. Okay, so the examples are that some elements, okay, like cold, influenza, and most coughs are caused by viruses also. Okay, so these are the diseases caused by the viruses. Serious diseases like polio and chickenpox are also caused by viruses. Nowadays COVID also, these diseases also caused by the viruses. So viruses are very much, you can say that there's a microorganism which eventually, okay, which has that much of power of to you can replicate inside the living organism. So common cold is the simple example that it is caused by the virus. So disease like dysentery and malaria are caused by the protozoa. Okay, so whenever you read through them, you have to understand that categorize them. Okay, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म में तो बच्चे ऐसे गलत हैं, अरे डिसेंट्री तो बैक्टीरिया से हुई होगी, बैक्टीरिया नहीं, ठीक है, उसकी एक क्लास आप साइंस में पढ़ रहे हो तो उसको किस क्लास में रखा गया है, प्रोटोजोआ में। तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि डिसेंट्री मलेरिया ये होते हैं प्रोटोजोआ के द्वारा, ठीक है, और टाइफाइड एंड ट्यूबरकुलोसिस ये होती हैं बैक्टीरियल डिजीजेस। तो इनको ऐसे करके आपको जो पढ़ना होता है इसमें, तभी डीप करके इसको स्टडी किया करो। सो यू हैव लर्नड अबाउट सम ऑफ दीज माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म इन क्लास 6th and 7th also. Okay, hope you will be remind them as the chapter is moving on. So some we will read about now friendly microorganism. So microorganism, sorry, before that we have to understand that where do microorganisms live. Okay, so microorganisms may be single celled like bacteria, some algae and protozoa, or multicellular such as many algae and fungi, as you've seen in figure also some of them. So they live in all type of environment. Okay, it means they cosmopolitan in distribution, found everywhere. So they ranging from ice cold climate to hot springs and desert to marshy lands. Okay, they are also found inside the bodies of animals including humans. Some microorganisms grow on other microorganisms while other exist freely. Okay, so you can say that they are cosmopolitan in distribution, that means found everywhere. Microorganisms and us. So microorganisms play an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some others are harmful and cause diseases. Let us study about them in detail. Okay, now we will understand that how microorganisms useful for us and harmful as well. So first we will read about their friendly microorganisms. So microorganisms are usually for various purposes. Okay, we use them for various purposes. They are used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. So microorganisms have been used for the production of alcohols since ages, as you know that. Okay, alcohol production was known for the many many past years, or even in you can say that prehistoric times. So they are also used in cleaning up the environment. For example, the organic wastes, vegetable peels, remains of animal feces, etc., are broken down into harmless and usable substances by bacteria. Okay, so you have to recall that bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. In agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Okay, in class 7th you also read about them, already read about them. Okay, so mainly here it is want to say that it makes the humus of the soil, okay, which you read in the previous classes also. So making of curd and bread. Okay, next thing, you have learned in class 7 that milk is turned into curd by bacteria. Then Pahli was said that I saw that my mother added a little curd to warm milk to set curd for the next day. I wonder why. Okay, so as you know that curd contains several microorganisms. Of these, the bacterium Lactobacillus promotes the formation of curd. It multiplies in milk and converts it into curd. Okay, so as you know that bacterium lactobacillus is present in curd. So when the mother of Paheli and your mother also in your home, when you see or guardian do this type of activity, you often saw in your home also. So little amount of curd was put into the milk, okay, so that the bacteria can grow. Well, as our bacteria already present in them, okay, so they start growing, okay, and convert the milk into curd easily. So bacteria are also involved in the making of cheese also, pickles, and many other food items. As an important ingredient of rava, as in Hindi known as suji, idlis, and bhaturas is curd, as you know. Can you guess why bacteria and yeast are also helpful for formation of rice idlis and dosa better, okay, by the process of fermentation? Okay, yeah, you will read about them in detail now. So to know this, you have to do an activity that take half kg flour, atta or maida, add some sugar and mix with warm water. Add a small amount of yeast powder and knead to make a soft dough. ओके, मतलब आपने आटा गूंथना है, ठीक है, नीड माने होता है गूंथना. सो व्हाट डू यू ऑब्जर्व आफ्टर 2 आवर्स? डिड यू फाइंड द डो राइजिंग? ओके, तो आपने क्या करना है, उसमें थोड़ी सी शुगर डालनी है, ठीक है, और मिक्स करना है उसको गर्म पानी के साथ. जब भी आप आटा गूंदें तो देखेंगे कुछ टाइम बाद क्या होता है, वो डो जो है ग्रो करने लग जाएगा साइज में, ठीक है. This is maida with yeast powder, raised maida. So yeast reproduces rapidly and produces carbon dioxide during respiration. Bubble of the gas fill the dough and increase its volume. जैसा तुम देख पा रहे हो यहाँ पे रेज हो रखा है, ठीक है, पहले ही साइज इतना था, अब इसमें दूसरा जो है बढ़ चुका है. क्योंकि ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जो है रिलीज करता है, ठीक है. और जो बबल्स होते हैं, ठीक है, वो इंक्रीज कर देते हैं सरफेस एरिया को, ठीक है, और इसकी वॉल्यूम बढ़ जाती है जिससे. दिस इज़ द बेसिस ऑफ द यूज़, ये एक बेसिस आधार है यूज़ ऑफ ईस्ट इन द बेकिंग इंडस्ट्री फॉर मेकिंग ब्रेड्स, पेस्ट्रीज एंड केक्स, ठीक है. जो भी आप ब्रेड पेस्ट्री वगैरह खाते हैं उसमें इसी यूज़ का प्रयोग करके उनको बनाया जाता है, ठीक है. और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस उसमें से रिलीज हो जाती है, इसलिए उसमें कुछ होल्स आपको दिखते हैं, जैसे ब्रेड वगैरह में आपने देखे हों. So other things is commercial use of microorganisms. Microorganisms are used for the large scale production of alcohol, wine and acetic acid. ओके, कमर्शियल यूज मीन्स मतलब जिससे जैसे कंपनीज वगैरह में, इंडस्ट्री में, जिससे फिर वो पैसे कमाने के लिए यूज़ करते हैं, ठीक है, कमर्शियली. तो yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine also. For this purpose, yeast is grown on natural sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, crushed fruit juices, etc. ओके, सो ईस्ट को ग्रो किया जाता है, ठीक है, जिनमें नेचुरल शुगर जिनमें प्रेजेंट होती है उन उस तरह के अनाजों में, जैसे कि बार्ली में, व्हीट में, राइस में, ठीक है, और फ्रूट जूसेस में भी. देन an activity is taken here. You have to take a 500 ml beaker filled up to 3 by 4 with water. Uh, take 5 ml beaker filled up to 3 by 4 with water. You have to take this. Then dissolve 2 to 3 teaspoon of sugar in it. Add half a spoon of yeast powder to the sugar solution. Keep it covered in a warm place for 4 to 5 hours. Okay, now smell the solution. Can you get a smell? Okay, so this smell is of alcohol. Okay, as sugar has been converted into alcohol by yeast. Okay, so this is the in a very minute scale you can understand how alcohol is produced in the industry. Okay, so this process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. Okay, so fermentation also done by these microorganisms, and it done usually with the help of yeast. So Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation in 1857. Okay, so these are the things which you have to understand, that who uh, discovered or invent. So invention, discovery, etc. You have to understand. Okay, so Louis Pasteur first uh, discovered this process fermentation. Then we will move to the medicinal use of microorganisms. So whenever you fall ill, Okay, the doctor may give you some antibiotic tablets, capsules, or injections such as of penicillin. Okay, the source of these medicine is microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganism. Such medicines are called antibiotics. ओके, सो आपको ये समझना होगा कि जो ऐसी मेडिसिन्स होती हैं जो क्या करती हैं, या तो किल कर देंगी कोई भी डिजीज कॉजिंग माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म में, या उसकी ग्रोथ को रोक देंगी। ठीक है, तो उनको बोला जाता है एंटीबायोटिक्स। सो दीज डेज अ नंबर ऑफ एंटीबायोटिक्स आर बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड फ्रॉम बैक्टीरिया एंड फंजाई। स्ट्रेप्टोमाइसिन, tetracycline and erythromycin are some of the कॉमन। ओके, ये कॉमनली नॉन एज एंटीबायोटिक्स हैं। ये बनती हैं किससे? फंजाई और बैक्टीरिया से। ओके, सो द एंटीबायोटिक्स आर मैन्युफैक्चर्ड बाय ग्रोइंग स्पेसिफिक मैक्रोनिज्म एंड आर कॉज्ड एंड आर यूज्ड टू क्योर अ वैरायटी ऑफ डिजीजेस। ठीक है, ये एक कुछ स्पेसिफिक माइक्रोनिज्म जिनके अभी हमने नाम लिए, ठीक है, उनसे बनाई जाती हैं और उनसे डिफरेंट तरह की डिजीज़ में उनको फिर यूज़ किया जाता है। ठीक है, अब इसका थोड़ा डिस्कवरी का देख लेते हैं कि इन 1929 अलेक्जेंडर फ्लेमिंग was working on a culture of a disease causing bacteria. Suddenly he found the spores of a little green mold in one of his culture plates. He observed that the presence of mold prevent, okay, the growth of bacteria. In fact, it also killed many of these bacteria. From this the mold penicillin was prepared. ठीक है, इसको समझो ध्यान से कि वो क्या कर रहे थे, कोई डिजीज़ हो रही थी। ठीक है, मान लो एक मेनली प्लांट डिजीज़ पे वो वर्क कर रहे थे, तो बैक्टीरिया के द्वारा वो डिजीज़ हो रही थी। ठीक है, तो उन्होंने एक कल्चर बनाया, उसमें बैक्टीरिया को लिया कि इसका कारण क्या है, वो समझ रहे थे। लेकिन उनके दूसरे कल्चर में, उसी में जैसे उन्होंने एक और मीडियम बनाया होगा, उसमें देखा कि कुछ ग्रीनिश स्ट्रक्चर जो है उसमें डेवलप हो रहा है, मोल्ड इसे कहा गया। ठीक है, तो वो क्या कर रहा था, उस बैक्टीरिया को भी मार दे रहा था। ठीक है, या उसकी ग्रोथ को रोक रहा था। तो तब से जो है उन्होंने फिर इसकी हेल्प से पेनिसिलिन को बनाया जो उस बैक्टीरिया को किल कर रहा था। ठीक है, तो मतलब कह सकते हैं कि एक जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म का यूज़ करके हम दूसरे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को कैसे उसको किल कर सकते हैं, इसके बारे में जो है उन्होंने डिस्कवरी सबसे पहले की थी। ठीक है, बैक्टीरिया को मारने के लिए मेनली यहाँ पे जो एक फंगस था पेनिसिलिन, उसका यूज़ किया गया था। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपको ऐसे समझना है कि कैसे एंटीबायोटिक बनती है या बनी थी। फर्स्ट एंटीबायोटिक किसने बनाई थी? अलेक्जेंडर फ्लेमिंग ने। फर्दर थिंग्स वी विल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्लास we will discuss about them in detail.